10 incredible stories that will restore your faith in humanity. What if one small decision could change someone's entire life? Today, you'll hear 10 incredible stories that prove honesty, kindness, and courage still exist. Stay until the end, because story number 10 has the most unexpected ending. Let's begin. Story 1. The Lost Wallet. A college student was walking home after class when he noticed a wallet lying on the sidewalk. Inside was over $2,000 in cash, several credit cards, and a family photo. His friends told him to keep the money. Instead, he searched for the owner online and returned the wallet that same evening. The owner had been saving that money to pay for an emergency surgery. He couldn't stop thanking the student. One honest decision changed two lives forever. Story 2. The Stray Dog. Every morning, a delivery driver noticed the same stray dog waiting outside an old building. One rainy day, the dog refused to move and kept barking. Curious, the driver followed him. Inside, an elderly man had fallen and couldn't reach his phone. Help arrived just in time. The dog wasn't waiting for food. He was waiting for someone to save his best friend. Story 3. The Forgotten Backpack. At a crowded train station, a teenager found an expensive backpack. Instead of opening it, she gave it to the lost and found office. Hours later, the owner arrived in tears. The backpack contained important medical equipment that couldn't be replaced quickly. Her simple act of honesty saved someone's future. Story 4. The Free Meal. A waitress noticed a young father quietly counting coins before ordering dinner. Without saying anything, she paid for the family's meal herself. Months later, the same man returned. He had found a new job. He left a note that read, "You helped me when nobody else could." Then he tipped the waitress far more than the cost of that meal. Story 5. The Snowstorm Rescue. A truck driver became stranded during a snowstorm. Another driver stopped even though it meant delaying his own delivery. He stayed until help arrived. Years later, they discovered they worked for the same company. Neither had forgotten that freezing night. Story 6. The Library. A child borrowed a library book, but accidentally lost it. He spent months doing small chores to earn enough money for a replacement. When he finally returned to the librarian smiled. The original book had already been found. She thanked him for teaching everyone around him what responsibility looks like. Story 7. The Birthday Surprise. A school janitor quietly decorated a classroom before sunrise because he heard it was a student's birthday. The student had never celebrated one before. That small surprise became a memory he never forgot. Story 8. The Taxi Ride. A taxi driver found an envelope full of cash after dropping off a passenger. Instead of keeping it, he drove back across the city. The passenger had planned to use the money for a house payment. The driver refused any reward. He simply said, "I hope someone would do the same for me." Story 9. The Neighbor. Every winter, an elderly woman noticed that someone kept clearing snow from her driveway before she woke up. She never knew who it was. Years later, she discovered it had been the teenager living next door. He never wanted credit. He only wanted to help. Story 10. The Final Letter. A firefighter received a handwritten letter years after responding to a house fire. The letter came from a child he had carried to safety. The child had grown up and become a firefighter too. The final line said, "You saved my life. Now I spend my life saving others." Sometimes one act of kindness creates another, and another, for generations. Ending. Which story touched you the most? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to QuickTale USA for more inspiring stories every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.